early access provided by EA Firemonkeys, presented by EA Creator Network. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through all of the daily tasks in the Tall Tree House Sim Springs event. This is the second house and second event of Palm Promenade. Cactus Cave is the first house, so check out my walkthrough video of that if you want to see that in more detail. You need to complete that before you'll be able to start this one. Before you can start the tasks, you need to build the house. And once you have, the timer will begin to start the first day. So these are the grand prizes you unlock if you manage to complete the whole event. You don't need to complete it in the time limit to get these prizes. So the timer for day one has now begun. Make sure you check out my Palm Promenade recap and tips video for more information on how Sim Springs works if you need reminding. So before we start on day one, let's just take a look at this house quickly, or shell of a house. So this is a two-storey house. There's a lot of old toilets upstairs. This house has a balcony, and the downstairs is pretty empty. So there's a lot of potential with this house. Before we get started on the tasks, I'm just going to head back to Cactus Cave and pick up a lot of the items that I left there, because they'll come in handy completing these tasks in the second house. You can use Cactus Cave to complete the tasks as well, so if you have a task that requires more than 10 sims to complete, you can have some of the sims in Cactus Cave and the others in the Tall Tree House, so you can complete it quicker. So day one's tasks are: place 3 plants at Tall Tree House, check in with Johnny Zest, enjoy trees and remove 2 gas bottles. So we're placing the plants first. Next we can check in with Johnny Zest. This task is here every day. I'll be showing you the times using a sim that's inspired and one that isn't inspired. So a non-inspired sim will take an hour to check in with Johnny, and an inspired sim will take 57 minutes. Enjoy trees is next. For this we need to buy a tree. I'm going to place the maple tree I had in my previous house. An inspired sim will take 7 hours and 36 minutes to enjoy the tree, and a non-inspired sim will take 8 hours. Remove 2 gas bottles is next. For this task you can have 2 sims complete this at the same time. The gas bottles can be found outside. A non-inspired sim will take 2 hours 30 minutes to complete this, and an inspired sim will take 2 hours 23 minutes. So there's 1 gas bottle there and the other one is by the palm tree. As this is the early access version, I'm going to just speed through using social points. And that completes day 1. Completing day 1 earns us 3 LP. Now you can wait to move on, or you can skip using social points to move straight on to day 2. Day 2's tasks are: spend 128,000 simoleons at Tall Tree House, check in with Johnny Zest, enter online competition, find 18 pressed flowers and dispose of 4 fast food packaging. So we checked in with Johnny Zest. Now we need to enter the online competition using a computer. So I'm going to place the one that I had in my previous house. A non-inspired sim will take 4 hours to complete this task, and an inspired sim will take 3 hours and 48 minutes. Next we're going to dispose of 4 fast food packaging. So you can find these around the house. 4 sims can complete this at the same time. A non-inspired sim will take an hour to dispose of the packaging. An inspired sim will take 57 minutes. Finally, we need to find 18 pressed flowers. So you can find these in household objects. You can use up to 9 sims to complete this task. So you won't find 1 flower each time, you will find maybe 2 or 3. You'll find this option on things like the computer, the fridge, the bookshelf, etc. Just click on items around the house and look for the orange Sim Springs symbol to find the option. So an inspired sim will take 2 hours and 51 minutes to complete this. A non-inspired sim will take 3 hours to complete this. If you quick complete using social points, you will earn more of the item, so you will find maybe 4 or 5 pressed flowers rather than 2 or 3. I'm not going to show the spend simoleon tasks. I think you know how to spend simoleons, but you can see that you can complete that at the same time as the action task. So if you're completing an action task, you can still buy things to place in this house and complete that task at the same time. But you can't complete more than one action task at the same time. So that completes day 2. Completing day 2 earns us 6,000 simoleons. On to day 3 now. Day 3's tasks are place 2 trees at Tall Tree House, check in with Johnny Zest, photograph plants and throw out 4 paint tins. So we've already placed 2 trees here, so we've completed that. Next we can check in with Johnny. Let's photograph the plants next. You'll find this option on the plants. I like to place the white barrelled 3-star plants as they only cost 500 simoleons each. An inspired sim will take 8 hours 33 minutes to complete this, a non-inspired sim will take 9 hours. Now we can throw away the 4 paint tins. An inspired sim will take 1 hour 11 minutes to complete this, a non-inspired sim will take 1 hour 15 minutes. So you can have 4 sims complete this at the same time. And that completes day 3. Completing day 3 earns us 3 social points. Let's start on day 4 now. Day 4's tasks are place 6 windows at Tall Tree House, check in with Johnny Zest, browse competitors online, flirt with flowers and take 12 floral photos. Let's start with placing 6 windows here. There currently aren't any windows in this house. I'm just going to place these cheap ones. Now we can check in with Johnny Zest. Browse competitors online requires the computer. A non-inspired sim will take 10 hours to browse competitors. An inspired sim will take 9 hours and 30 minutes. Flirt with flowers is next. You'll find this option on a plant. An inspired sim will take 5 hours and 42 minutes to floral flirt, and a non-inspired sim will take 6 hours. You may have noticed the option on the plants also to take floral photos. We need to take 12 of these, so this one requires you to be in Cactus Cave and Tall Tree House to complete this. So you can have 10 sims at Tall Tree House and the other 2 at Cactus Cave. A non-inspired sim will take 3 hours to complete this task, and an inspired sim will take 2 hours 51 minutes. So we head back to Cactus Cave and our sims can complete this here too. On the Palm Promenade overview you can click to go back to the other house. And that completes day 4. Completing day 4 earns us 10,000 simoleons. Day 5 is the start of the Zest Zone, so you need to complete days 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 within 24 hours each to be able to unlock these extra zesty prizes, including the house template. Day 5's tasks are check in with Johnny Zest, invest in Tall Tree House, brood about chances, battle 18 angry bees, and find 54 heirloom seeds. So let's check in with Johnny first. We can check in and invest at the same time. You'll find the investment options on Johnny too. If you do want to use social points to invest, then you might as well just use the skip option from the task tab, as it costs the same amount. Brood about chances is next. We can find this option on a mirror. An inspired sim will take 57 minutes to complete this task, and non-inspired sim will take an hour. Next we need to battle 18 angry bees. You'll find this option on a tree. You need to have sims at Tall Tree House and Cactus Cave to complete this. You'll need 8 sims at Tall Tree House or Cactus Cave, and then 10 sims at the other house. You may need to place cheaper 1-star trees to complete this, because again there's not a lot of room to fit all these big 3-star maple trees in. Lastly, we need to find 54 heirloom seeds using 18 sims. So you'll find this option on household items. A non-inspired sim will take 4 hours to complete this, an inspired sim will take 3 hours 48 minutes. We don't need any of these toilets, so if you wanted to sell them, you could. You will earn 5 simoleons for each one you sell. It's not going to make you a millionaire, but it will make you some room. And that's day 5 complete. Completing day 5 earns us 5 LP. On to day 6 now. The tasks for day 6 are place 2 TVs at Tall Tree House, check in with Johnny Zest, spruce up plants, and investigate investments. So let's buy 2 TVs first from the electronics section. Now we can check in with Johnny Zest. Spruce up plants is next on our list. You'll find this option on a plant. A non-inspired sim will take 9 hours to spruce up the plant, and an inspired sim will take 8 hours 33 minutes. Lastly for day 6 is investigate investments. You'll get this option on a computer. Let's move Johnny out of the way so we can actually complete this. A non-inspired sim will take 6 hours to complete this, and an inspired sim will take 5 hours 42 minutes. That completes day 6. Completing day 6 earns us 14,000 simoleons and 4 SP. The tasks for day 7 are spend 384,500 simoleons at Tall Tree House, check in with Johnny Zest, consider sabotage, write mindful memo, and read Megaflora magazine. And let's check in with Johnny first. Next we can consider sabotage using a mirror. A non-inspired sim will take 7 hours to complete this. An inspired sim will take 6 hours 39 minutes. Next we can write mindful memo. For this we need a dining chair and a table. So you can only complete this if you've got the table in front of the chair. So let's buy a dining chair to go with this table. I like the wedding one because it's a 3-star one. And I'm also going to place some magazines because I'm going to need that in a minute. An inspired sim will take 3 hours 48 minutes to write mindful memo, and a non-inspired sim will take 4 hours. So we've brought the magazines already to complete the next task, which is read Megaflora magazine. A non-inspired sim will take 4 hours to complete this, and an inspired sim will take 3 hours 48 minutes. That completes day 7. Completing day 7 earns us 3 LP and 5 social points. Let's get started on day 8. Tasks for day 8 are place 2 dining tables at Tall Tree House, check in with Johnny Zest, accept fate, photograph plants, examine tree roots, and find 64 old water cups. I have one dining table already, so we need to buy another one. I'm just going to copy the one I already have. That completes that task. Now we can check in with Johnny Zest. Next up is accept fate. We'll find this option on a couch. I haven't got one yet in this house, so let's place one first from the living room section. A non-inspired sim will take 4 hours 30 minutes to accept fate. An inspired sim will take 4 hours 17 minutes. Photograph plants is next. We'll find this option on a plant. An inspired sim will take 4 hours 17 minutes to complete this. A non-inspired sim will take 4 hours 30 minutes. Next we need to examine tree roots using a tree. A non-inspired sim will take 3 hours to complete this task. And an inspired sim will take 2 hours 51 minutes. And finally for day 8 we have find 64 old water cups. We can use 16 sims to complete this, so you can have 10 sims in this house and 6 other sims in Cactus Cave. You'll find this option on household objects. An inspired sim will take 4 hours 45 minutes to complete this task. A non-inspired sim will take 5 hours to complete this. And again, if you quick complete using social points, you will find more than if you wait for the task to complete. And that completes day 8. Completing day 8 earns us 16,000 simoleons and 1 mystery key. The tasks for day 9 are place 8 dining chairs at Tall Tree House, check in with Johnny Zest, enjoy the garden, celebrate progress, order supplies, check council regulations, and tend to 17 sick plants. So let's place our dining chairs at Tall Tree House. We already have one. So let's just place 7 more to complete this. Next up we can check in with Johnny Zest. Enjoy the garden is the next task. We can select this option on a tree. An uninspired sim will take 4 hours 30 minutes to complete this task, and an inspired sim will take 4 hours 17 minutes. Next is celebrate progress. We can do this with a stereo. You can find the stereo in the electronics section. An inspired sim will take 3 hours 20 minutes to complete this task. A non-inspired sim will take 3 hours 30 minutes. Next is order supplies. We can do this from a phone. Need to place a phone first from the electronics section. A non-inspired sim will take 2 hours to complete this task. An inspired sim will take 1 hour 54 minutes. Next we need to check council regulations. We do this from a bookshelf. An inspired sim will take 1 hour 54 minutes to complete this. A non-inspired sim will take 2 hours to complete this. "10 to 17 sick plants" is next. We need 17 sims to complete this at the same time, so you can have 7 sims in this house and 10 sims in Cactus Cave. An inspired sim will take 4 hours 45 minutes to complete this. A non-inspired sim will take 5 hours to complete this task. And that completes day 9. Completing day 9 earns us 6 LP, 6 social points and 1 mystery key. And finally, day 10. Day 10's tasks are spend 513,000 simoleons at Tall Tree House, check in with Johnny Zest, balance the books, order 17 clearance seedlings, update Johnny Zest on progress, and find 84 golden pollen. So we can find the options to check in and update on progress on Johnny Zest. A non-inspired sim will take 3 hours 20 minutes to update on progress, and an inspired sim will take 3 hours 10 minutes. Next we need to balance the books using a computer. A non-inspired sim will take 2 hours to complete this task, and an inspired sim will take 1 hour 54 minutes. Another computer task now is order 17 clearance seedlings. So to complete this you need 17 sims with 17 computers to complete this at the same time, using both of the houses at Palm Promenade. An inspired sim takes 6 hours 11 minutes to complete this task, and a non-inspired sim takes 6 hours 30 minutes. And finally we need to find 85 golden pollen using 17 sims. So 17 sims can complete this at the same time, and you can find it on household objects like all the other tasks that are very similar to this one. And again, if you use social points you can quick complete to find more of them. A non-inspired sim will take 6 hours 30 minutes to complete this task, and an inspired sim will take 6 hours 11 minutes. And that completes day 10. Completing day 10 earns us 20,000 simoleons, 8 LP, 10 social points and 2 mystery keys. As we've completed this in the time limit, we've unlocked the brand and the zesty prizes. In the decorations section you can find the silver and black table dressings, and the white and oak open shelves and double shelves displays, and the pine and walnut hanging branch plants. In the lighting section you can find the silver and brass triple light pendants. In the early access version there was a glitch, so it says the prizes are completely free. They won't be in the actual version. You will get one of them for free. Check out my Sim Springs Palm Promenade post to see how much each of the items costs. And the grand prizes are the black telephone box, which can be found in the outdoor decorations section. This will cost 15 LP each, and Sims can use it to have a quick chat or chat to a friend. And in the doors section you can find the red and walnut Tudor entrances. The red one is 89,000 and the walnut one is 9 LP. The other zesty prize you unlock if you manage to complete the zest zone in the time limit is the Tall Tree House template. Check out my house tour video to see this in more detail. It can be built on a standard and a premium residence under the driveway homes tab. Obviously you can only build it on a standard one in Sim Springs, but it can be built on a premium residence in Simtown. The first one is free. After this it will cost simoleons based on how many houses you've already built. Once you've completed the second house, you'll be able to start the third house lot, which is the forest flat. The pop-up will appear straight away once you've completed the first house. You do have a bit of a grace period if you want to wait before you move on, but you will only have 7 days before the timer begins, so you need to be willing to spend some time completing this event if you want to complete it all in the time limit. My forest flat walkthrough video will be available very soon. Make sure you subscribe to keep up to date. Thanks for watching. Bye!